Hey guys, it's Michelle from Michelle Creations. Welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I have a Tim Holtz Palooza, I guess, because he released the 2023 Idea-ology chapter a few days ago, and I had placed my order with a cherry on top for a pre-order, and when it arrived, I was like so excited. So I didn't want to do this video until after he did his, because to me that's out of respect, and then also because I really wanted to see everything that he showed. His makers showed their makes and everything, and I was just like, I'm gonna reorder that and I'm gonna get more of this. So I do want to share with you what I did order or pre-order and what arrived, because you know, why not? So I couldn't wait for Joann's to have the collection in store. I'm impatient. So I'm just going to show you some of the stuff I picked up. This thing, the backdrops, this is volume 5. Let's go with volume 4 first. So I did pick up volume 4. It does give you an idea as to the color concepts for this collection along with the style. You will have on the back all the options. This is the front and then the back, but you know, I have the other volumes. Sorry for the noise. I do have the other volumes and I haven't yet played with them the way I want to. I know I keep saying but I don't know yet what I want to do with them, and I really got to get out of my head, like he says, and just sit down and play. So this again is volume 4, and so I'll just go. This is huge. It's like a huge giant postcard, which I really like because you can actually fold it in half and do what you want to do with it, I guess, as well as other options. So that is the front and the back. This one, it kind of gives you a very faded look, and then on the back it's just cut off. I just love the way it's done already for you. You don't have to worry in the sense of, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do this, and then it's just done. It's done for you. This one is kind of cool. It gives you the indication of a 3D effect, but it's a flat surface with the watermark, and then on this side, it's like your great-grandparents' 1920s style faded penmanship. I love that. This one's kind of neat and interesting. It's like mildewy, like stained in that aspect, like aged, really. This one's pretty neat. Kind of gives me that vibe of like the movie Titanic when they're doing their sign-ins, boarding the ship. That's where my mind goes. So it's pretty cool. Here's another, kind of gives me that watermark effect, like you dropped coffee and then it's magnified. Okay, so it's like a passbook. You know, when we're looking at these things, or at least where I'm looking at them, I never will take that photo or that portion of an object and feel like, let's go with that. I look at some stuff, and this is way before I got into Tim Holtz, and I'll be like, okay, well, I really don't need that. And now I look at it in a whole new light. I'm not sure if any of you come across that, like you see things a little differently when you get someone else's perspective, not realizing that there are different views on things. And that's what I love about crafting. Something for someone can be completely different from someone else, and then when you guys talk and share and everything is like worlds collide, and it's beautiful. This is so cool. So anyways, I'll just go really quick because I don't want to make this video too long. So we just have different options. Although I think he has a transparency of something like this. That's pretty cool. Here is like writing, and it looks like it's going through the other page. Oh, this is different. There's like a map. This looks like on the back of the Independence? No. District Court, United States of America. I feel like it is. Citizenship of the United States of America. Guess it's like a citizenship thing. It's pretty cool. Quartermaster Laundry. So neat how it's just amplified. So big. Oh, here's some more of those color options. I just love the whole cursiveness of this. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm gonna go with it. This will be cool for a front page. So neat. I'm reading it like if I know what it means, but I think it's in French, so of course that's not gonna work for me. Then we have some more of the colors. For skill and amusement only. I'm sure there's another part of that. I just love how you can see through the other side of the back of the paper, like if you're actually looking at the paper. Like, I just love how they were able to capture that. And then this one is like a bunch of letters. So that is volume 4. Very interesting, very different. And different, in my opinion, is good. And then they also had volume 5 as an option, so I got that as well. Now this one's more colorful in compared to the grayscale concept or the vintage concept. So the front gives you an idea of all the pages on the front surface, and the back will give you the front and the back. So I really like that. I just love the rainbow look of it. Like, it's very eye-catching, and the colors are very subtle in my mind. So here we go with, I think, the pink tones. The pink and the red tones are first. So pretty. It definitely gives me like that wallpaper effect like you would have in a home. So is this, I guess it can go either direction. That's pretty cool. So it was paid. That is a fact. And it's like a yellowish color. Yeah, I guess it can go any direction, really. It's pretty cool. And then we have the green. This one has words, so I guess it would only go in upright. But you could always tilt it. This looks like it was from the back of a notepad, a memo pad. I just love this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just like really excited. So let's see, we have like a cut portion of a ledger of some sort. And we have, I just love the removal or the fadedness of the color that gives you that watermark. Well, this is beautiful purple. Those flowers. Here I like how you have the different color schemes of the other colors that we just saw. This looks like it was a paper folded apart and put in a pocket. They just unfolded it and just scanned it. It's so cool. It's so neat. The concept of coming up with all these things, it's just, it blows my mind. Okay, so here we have another map. Scotland. Or am I wrong? Wales. Okay, so this is UK. That's pretty cool. Courthouse Hall, extra attraction, entertainments. Oh, this is so pretty. It actually looks textured, but it's not. Ooh, another map. It's like a grid. I don't know if this is also United Kingdom or if it's a specific location. Then we have another one. God, so pretty. Oh, here's another one, like if it's a memo pad. And then this one has numbers, right? Numbers with letters, maybe? Looks like it was a ticket punch. Okay. Hopkinson. That's cool. Green with the, looks like here's another map. City of New York. I actually have a mug that's similar to that. The grayscale. Oh, it's like grid patterns. Like an envelope. And then the last one, it's like a purple color. So that is volume 5 of the backdrops. And then the other stuff I picked up was the transparencies. Now they have transparent layers and transparent things too. So we'll do the transparent things too. So in the back they do give you an idea of what they look like. But since my tabletop is white, I'm hoping it'll be easier to see. If not, I'll get some copy paper. Oh. I'll just zoom in. There we go. Okay, so there's more in here than I anticipated. Oh, I should have opened it the other way around. So what I do like about this is that you have different sizes to play with. So here is a little bird. So pretty. So I'll just put these, and then we have some more dates. So you can see those different styles. And I do like how, because they're transparent, you can attach them to a file folder, staple it, put it with a brad, an eyelet, you know, something different. You can overlap them. So you can still see it through the thing. I'm trying to get the small ones first so I can move them off to the side. So there it looks like if you just took your scissors and cut out the newspaper. That's what that looks like. Or I guess like a dictionary or something. That's where my mind goes. Look at these. These are so fascinating. I'm going to move these to the side so you guys can see better. Oh, here are some more. Let's just match them all up. So let's move these off to the side. So here we go. So we have some of these. Here's some more. I want to make sure they're staying in the frame. Oh, found another one. So you definitely have a lot to play with. And because there are transparencies or that like vellum texture, I guess is how you would dictate it. And then, let's see, make sure I don't have any more. Okay. So those are the little tiny, I guess you would call them, not headings, but tabs, I guess you would say. So those are the tabs. So I'm going to move those to the side. And then you actually have two birds. They both are facing the same direction. That's pretty. And then after the two birds, you have actually 3 of these. So 3 different sizes. And then when you do your cut aparts that I think look like from the newspaper or a dictionary or an encyclopedia from the olden days, I guess, ha ha ha. That's what they look like. Very pretty, different. I really like that. Then they also have the color strips, kind of similar to the backdrops that we just saw. Well, it would be smart to put them the right way, right? So they have those 3. Hopefully you can see those. And then they have this public school certificate, I think it is. And then after that one, they have bigger options. So I might have to go out. So there's one. And you can kind of tell, like you have like words going through it. So it's already giving you that feel like everything else within the collection. So I really like that. So that's one. This is the second one. Very pretty. And this is the third one. Here's and then the fourth. So the fourth one up close, you have like a little bee. And then you have a moth or a butterfly at the bottom. So pretty. So that was the transparencies 2. And I'm just going to move this off the page real quick. So that way I don't lose any of my pieces. And then the next one we have is the transparent layers, which I know when Tim Holtz was explaining, you can put them within the clock he has. Obviously you don't have to, but they were designed for that. Well, some of them were. And I thought that was pretty neat. And when they showed some of the makes, I am having the worst trouble with this. Alright. Got that in. Let's go to the next one. So I'll zoom out a little bit more. So here's the transparent layers. And in the back, they give you the same. So these are a smaller package as the other one, but they are larger. So if you want this instead of the array of options I just showed you. So these do have, like I mentioned, here are the ones for the clock. I just love how, I guess I need to put it down. I just love how they have the sayings to the, you know, like words to the left. And then you have your curvature of the flowers. It's so pretty. Very dainty in my mind. And then this one has like a dial. Very different. And then you have these that are rectangles, or because they're not squares, they're not even. So that one. And you have this one. They're so pretty. There's this one that's cut off to the side, which is very cool and different. So not everything has to be centered, right? This one's just gorgeous. Looks like it was just pressed. Like someone took the flowers and pressed them into a glass. This one's nice. It looks like it was stamped around it. That one's pretty. So they really have a lot in here, but because they're larger items, it's not as abundant as the other transparencies that I showed you. And here's different colors. So pretty. This one's gorgeous. Looks like you're looking into a looking glass. So those are all the transparency layers. And then the other things that I picked up were some of the metal objects. And after I saw the word tags, I didn't realize how small they were in size. I might get another pack because I feel like I'll use them. And so let me zoom out real quick before I... So here they are. You can see my fingernail. I love them because I feel the right size for adding them to a little touch of your embellishments. You know, with a string, a brad, even a jump ring. So I really like that. I might get another pack. So that I picked up. I also picked up the photo frames that are metal. And I'll show you what they look like. So you do get 4 pieces, 2 big and 2 small, and they're flat lay, so it's easy for you to attach them. If you want to use them where you put the picture behind, then obviously you want to just glue on the 3 sides, so you can do that. But I think the intent is to put the picture in front, if I'm not mistaken. I would have to double check that. But they are a little heavy, so if you are putting them on a scrapbook page, you want to take that into consideration, because it might weigh down your page. And so you might want to figure out how to support that, unless it's going to be in a page sleeve, page protector, because again, it will be heavy. And then I also picked up the word plaques. So these say, live a story worth telling, life is meant for an adventure, make this journey your own, a commendum of curiosities. I think that's how you say that. So I love the phrases, and so I got one of them. So cool and different. I picked that up. I also was able to get the dome. I just think it's cool. I do have the other domes that he has, still yet to make something with them, but that's because I'm planning on doing that. Or at least that's what I keep telling myself. So I got this beauty. It is so pretty. Whoops, I just broke the box. And so as you can see, this cork size is very thin in depth compared to the other one they have, which is okay. I do know that Tim explained that if you wanted to put this onto something else, you can do so. It's not required to use it with the cork, but it came with it, so you can utilize it in that fashion. So I'm not sure yet what will come of it, but I picked up one. And then the other things I got were the quote chip labels. I do know that they actually fit inside of the other metal fasteners that he has. Don't know if I have any of those, but I don't really think I need them to play with them. But from my understanding, they all have different sayings. I don't think they're duplicated from what I recall him saying. So it will be fun trying to figure out which ones to use in your crafts. I'm just trying to put them all out here so you guys can glance at them, because I don't want to read them all. But I do know he has them all in the back as well. Very, very fun. I'm excited. I like how they're in different shapes, because you never know what project you're working on in the scale proportion. So I like that it had the variety, because you have different circle and ovals. You have different squares, rectangles. So pretty cool, pretty fun. Put them all there so you guys can look at them. I think you can use either your crayons or your inks to color them if you needed to match whatever theme you wanted, if you didn't want them to be this color distress. So that was pretty fun. So I'll put these off to the side. Then I also picked up the collage strips. So that was fun. They're kind of the same color concept as the Backdrops number 5 volume, I believe. So I'll just go through them really quick. So here's like a yellow one. Actually has the same kind of concept as, again, the Backdrops, which is kind of cool. So they're one-sided, very different. Love that it's kind of already scaled for you and already put together, and that way, you can cut it in half if you wanted to use only a portion of it, or you can use the whole strip. It's pretty cool. I love how he incorporated some of the photos. So neat. So that's one side. And then here's the other side. Peace and happiness. Just the amount of time it must have taken to put the options together, slice them, cut them, proportion them, It's pretty neat. Kind of took away some of the work for you if you think about it. less to think about. You just craft, right? It's such cool with all the color concepts and how they just blend. So those are the strips. Very different. I really like this SKU. Then the next thing I picked up, so what is this one again? I believe it's called the collage strips. And then, let's see. I also got the snapshots, volume number 2. These have an array of different sizes, and now that I got my Tim Holtz tonic slicer, I'm gonna play with this and add some fun stuff to it. So I'm gonna do that. So I got this one. I don't want to make this video too long because I don't want to open everything. I got the Photomatic. One, and it shows you in the back all the different photos that have, I mean, what's cool is they already have some color in them, so it kind of helps you with choosing what colors to put in it, but you can also add more color to it as well. So it's pretty cool. And then I also acquired the layer frames. I think this is something new that they have, but since this is not that many, I'll open this one. So it looks like it has that is so cool. I didn't even realize that. So they're already stitched. What? So they are stitched with the excess string on the end, which is what all the makers do, and what Tim always says he loves. And I'm like, yeah, that is pretty cool. That is so neat. That must have been a lot of work in my mind, but I'm sure it's all so cool. Sorry guys, the small things amuse us, right? So yeah, I didn't realize that they had all that at the bottom. I keep playing with it because it's so cool. So again, there's nothing on the back. You can use it however you want. You can use it as a frame. You can use it as an embellishment. You can use it as a backdrop. You know, the options are endless, as you well know. But that is so freaking cool. I mean, if you don't like the string, just cut it. But the fact that he gave you the option. Now, what would have been cool is if the insert was still left in your packaging, and then you use that in addition to the frames. Now, that would have been cool, but you know, you can't have it all. But anyways, this was cool. I probably might get another one of those. Of course, I probably should say it when I'm done with this one, right? But that was a nice surprise. So this one again was called the layer frames, if you're interested. And then he has these ephemera packs. There's a lot in here. It doesn't say how many. Oh yeah, it does. So the one on my left is called Layers Organic. Has 45 pieces in it. I know that there's a glare. I'm so sorry about that. The one on my right is the ephemera pack. I want to say palette. It's 136 pieces. So if we flip them, you kind of see what's in there. I will go real quick to show you guys everything. I'm hoping that's okay with you guys. So we'll go through the ephemera pack first. Because there's so many, I'm just going to fan them. But you can kind of see an array of options here. Wow, there is a lot in here. My gosh. Like, it feels heavy. Look, so this is what I love when Vicky Boutin says. So this right here, you get 4 out of them. This is a good find because it's 1 piece counted, but 4 when you cut it. So that's pretty cool. So you got these individual pieces. Look how small this one is. And this one here. So you don't have to cut it up. It's already cut up for you. We have these little side pieces. Oh, here's another one. You just cut them. I just love them. Look at this house. So neat. I mean, I can be here all day. This one has 2 pieces. That's special. Can be perforated. It's perforated, so it can be cut out. It's fragile. No tag. Oh, here's one of those cards. All these little tiny pieces. This is really neat. And then you have this one here. Fragile, do not drop. Here's another card. So you can just insert this into, you know, one of your own folders, or if you have, I think it's chapter 3 from last year, Physics, where you can create your own file folder. So it's pretty neat. Oh, look at this teacup. Here's some more. Here's another one. This one's already missing the thing. I'm sure it's in the pack somewhere. Here's another card. And another one. I just love how they're already sized for you just to stick in whatever you're working on. All right, well, you guys get the point. So I'm just gonna filter real fast. Of course, I come across something I like. All these envelopes, so pretty. You got some more of these again. I love those little finds. Oh, little cards, flashcards. Gives you great memories from back when you were learning math, which I'm not even sure if that's the same type of math that these kids learn these days. It's crazy. Look how pretty that one is. So this definitely gets my creative juices flowing. I am definitely excited to craft later on today. Hope you guys get inspired by all this fun goodness. I will put a link down below. I do know there's other locations you can get the product on. I know it's been shipping everywhere, so definitely check with your local scrapbooking stores. I have not yet seen it. Not sure what that goes to, if that's just random. I'm not sure if and when Joann's will have it in their stores. I went this past weekend and I did not see it there. From my understanding, they have glitches on their website, so you might want to check the store and not check their website because it's delayed, which sometimes drives me nuts. This is so cool. All right, so I finally reached my end. Hope that wasn't too much for you guys. So that one was the ephemera pack, and I'll just go really quick over the other one and not get them confused, right? So this one is a very different feel. This one is layers, and these have more of a vibrant color. They're thicker. So here we have more of the botanical side of things. Love all these flowers and leaves and all these birdies. Look how pretty. Oh, look how cool this big robin's egg. Oh, there's another one over here too. So pretty. And a butterfly. I love how they have the perfect outline. So you can color them if you wanted to distress them. Look how pretty that one is. It's a beautiful blue. Oh, we got mushrooms. So yeah, if you were going for more of a botanical feel, this is really the pack for you because it gives you diversity in that. Look at this. It's a card with all the eggs. Oh wait, it's upside down? Yeah. It's weird how the eggs look upside down. And then you have a map of a golf course or something. And then you have all these cards. Oh, handle with care, perishable. So you definitely have an option. Do not crush. Those are cool. that's pretty. Oh, look how cute these little tiny cards are. It's like playing cards. Super neat. So that was layers. And you know what? Since I took the time to show these to you, why not, right? Let's go backwards. So here is the Photomatic. What's 5 more minutes, right, guys? So these are in two to a sleeve, I guess, the sheet. But you could obviously slice them up, right? It'd be so cool to know these stories, but obviously as a crafter, you can create the story for the person here. I love her. So pretty. It's like, oh, he had kids. I like that. And then this side, I just love the diversity that he provides to these packs. So pretty. I feel like putting a bubble like we used to do in the 90s when we used to scrapbook, right? So that is the Photomatic, and then real quick we'll do the snapshots, and then that actually wraps up everything that I purchased from a Cherry on Top when they had the pre-order option. The reason why I again did the pre-order option is because they do have this thing that when you pre-order items you get 20% off, and so that's why I took the advantage to do that, because I wanted to save some money. So here are some of the snapshots. So cool. And then here you go. Kind of reminds me of my dad when he was young. So cool. I love how they kept that in. So amazing. I really like how they're in different sizes, so you have ways to play with them. Sorry I keep moving it around, it's just, they're all in different things. Aw. Day at the beach. These are just like the other ones where, you know, you could tell such an amazing story based on what you're depicting in the image. Options are endless in that category. Spelling makes me funny. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Oh, I like that one. Alright guys, well, thank you again for joining me, and I hope you guys liked what you saw, and I hope that you were able to catch Tim Holtz live when he did his walkthrough on this product line along with his makes, because they were really amazing, and if you didn't, you definitely gotta check them out. I cannot wait to play with this, even though I haven't played with his other collections yet, but I'm going to get there. I know I am. And I will share with you when I do. And I hope you have a great time. If you had picked up any of this stuff, let me know. Leave a comment down below. And I will catch you on my next video. Have a great day and have fun crafting. Take care.